This is Mike Towers with Coldwell Banker Preferred in Bakersfield, California. This is the second video out of 9 covering the frequently asked questions about short sales. The end of the video, I will have a link up for all the remaining questions. That way you can jump ahead or simply click on the very next question. I'll also have my phone number up again in case you want to discuss and see if a short sale would be right for you. Question number 2. What do the words default and foreclosure mean? And what is the whole process? First off, a default means any homeowner who has missed 2 payments in a row is considered to be in default. At this point, you cannot make a 1-month payment to stay only 2 months behind. The bank will not take you out of default until you have paid all missing payments, plus late fees, plus interest, plus attorney fees, plus their foreclosure process fees. So this is where it starts getting difficult for people. If you miss a payment, you get a late fee, you get maybe extra interest or a penalty charge, but you can make that up at the end of the week or end of the month or in the middle, somewhere like that. Maybe you missed one and you pay another one, so you only stay 1 month behind, and that's okay. Well, once you miss the second payment in a row, so you're 2 months behind, you're past your grace period. If you go into your bank and say, okay, I got a 1-month payment, I want to make a payment, so I'm only 1 month behind, they won't take you out of that default. You're officially now in default. They started the foreclosure process. This is where it starts getting really, really tricky. Through this, they start adding attorney fees. They go through the foreclosure process, extra interest, late fees, and they will not take any money until you can bring it completely current. Now, the next thing is foreclosure. Foreclosure has a couple definitions. Let me give you some. First off, a home that has been repossessed by the bank is known as a foreclosure. It's also called an REO, which stands for real estate owned. So you see bank-owned houses out there for sale. Those are called foreclosure homes. Let's go see if we can find a bank-owned foreclosure for sale. That's referring to the house. Second definition, the procedures a bank uses or does after a homeowner has gone into default is known as foreclosure. Third definition, when the foreclosure process has been completed, the house is sold auction style to cash carrying investors or back to the bank at what's called a trustee sale, also known as when the home is foreclosed on. So this is where the complication, the confusion comes in. You miss 2 payments, you're in default, you get a letter in the mail that says we have begun foreclosure. Most people, when they think of foreclosure, they think of the third definition. Oh my goodness, they're going to foreclose my house. It's going to happen right now. Well, there's actually a process. And after you're in default, until they foreclose on the home, until they sell the home at auction at the county steps, that process is also called the foreclosure process. Let me show you a little bit about information about the process of the whole foreclosure situation. First off, you have 2 months of missed payments. You miss a payment, they charge you a late fee, charge you extra interest. Hey, you missed a payment, please make it current. We know it was just a mistake, whatever. You miss another payment. Okay, something's wrong here. The bank sees that, they declare you to be in default. When you're in default, you have to bring all your money in to make it current in order to make a payment. If you bring in 1 month's payment, they will reject the payment. They'll actually send the check back to you. They start the foreclosure process. They go through their procedures. They start sending you more notices in the mail. You are in foreclosure. What can we do? You need to make this payment. Here's what's going on. Meanwhile, they let their attorneys know. Their attorneys start doing with the foreclosure process. They send it off to the trustee, the person who's in charge of taking care of the foreclosure. They cost money, that sort of thing. During that time, that takes about 3 months. 90 days is the minimum required time to do a foreclosure. And before, they were very, very lenient. Some people missed 5, 7, 9 months. But right now, they're really hankering down on the 3-month limit. I've seen many people, 3 months after they've entered default, they're getting a trustee notice sale. Then, like I was saying right there, number 3, the next thing that happens is a notice of trustee sale. Now, when they schedule a notice of trustee sale, they have to give you 21 days notice. So they can't, if they scheduled it today, say today was the 1st of the month, they couldn't sell the home until at least the 22nd of the month. The problem is they schedule it and they give it to the person who has someone in town come and apply the notice to your door, and maybe a day or two has passed. But they have to record the trustee sale date at least 21 days out. They can do it for longer, but most of them only do it for 21 days. So altogether, 2 months of default to get into default, 3 months of the foreclosure process, at least 3 weeks to let you know there's a trustee sale. The entire foreclosure process takes about 5 months and 3 weeks. 5 months, 3 weeks is the shortest amount of time from the day you missed your very first payment to when you can be foreclosed upon. So unfortunately, that's a very short period of time. Here's the other questions that we're going to cover next in this series. If you're coming up to this, if you've missed a payment, if you've missed 2 payments, you're now in foreclosure, you're getting more letters in the mail, please feel free to give me a call. My number is 661-616-3601. Let's see what we can do to help you with that, relieve that stress, and help you move on. I answer more questions about short sales and why it's a benefit for you to consider short sales. So please click on those next. Thank you very much. Have a great day.